So let's put aside those surgical help. Let's look at the way things usually happen when you don't have surgical help or you don't have in-app guidance. So from an enablement point of view, you put together a self-learning program, either on Confluence or whatever system you're using. You are hosting long hours of self-learning. So if I'm a sales manager and I'm currently facing a problem, I'm facing a question that I'm not familiar with, like competition. The prospect mentions the name of a competitor which I'm not familiar with. So I can improvise on the call. I can do my magic. It might help me. And then, when the call ends, I'll navigate outside of my sales environment and spend some time outside, try to spend some time on self-learning and, sacrifice selling time with a lot of self-learning. Of course, it doesn't contribute to my success. It puts everything in risk. And there's no way to actually correlate or cross-reference the time I spend on trying to catch up on the competitive landscape or reading some battle cards, etc. Because we know that only 70% of the knowledge that you acquire by reading, remains after 1 or 2 days. So it's not really helping us to provide self-learning for the sales managers, especially when they are, they feel like puzzled, confused on the call with the prospect. So the other way around, in my opinion, that works very well, is to provide them the help they need on the call when they are, facing a prospect or, a challenging question. For example, today technology has evolved to the point where you have like co-pilot applications which bring up the whatever you need to pitch, whatever you need to mention on the call. If the prospect mentions a competitive name, a competitor's name, those co-pilot applications will basically tell you what you need to know in order to kill competition or to tackle any objections that might come up during the conversation. So from a enablement point of view, our job is basically to come up with those surgical help by providing the help salespeople need inside the application they're using. Could be like a demo app or could be even Salesforce. So you can provide information, nuggets, bite-sized information inside Salesforce. One of the most, I think, successful examples I can share is, everyone is using Salesforce. This is the most, common CRM people are using today. The common implementation is where basically sales reps, maintain their housekeeping stuff on Salesforce. When they complete a call, they go back to Salesforce and they type the call notes, whatever they were able to extract from the call with the conversation, they put it back on Salesforce so others can catch up, can actually leverage that information. And most of the salespeople are, they are failing to do this because they want to, jump on the next call. They just, either lazy or they don't want to do that. They don't want to sacrifice selling time with, housekeeping. So today, technology offers enablement and sales reps to auto-populate those conversation insights automatically on Salesforce. So that saves a great deal of time from preparing for the next call or basically wrapping up whatever happened before. Another example is, depending on the stage of the sales cycle, you can provide salespeople the help they need inside Salesforce. So they don't have to spend time outside of the application on a self-learning portal, whatever it is. Okay, and you provide them a surgical help. If they are on negotiation stage, you provide them the surgical help that helps them to tackle negotiation issues, etc.